The net! Okay, I've got to just keep pressure from above because there's rocks. And I've got... It's gonna jump, it's gonna jump. That's the float, we're gonna see the fish very soon. We're gonna see the fish very soon. There it is, that's a good fish. Look at that. The net, the net, the net. Careful, Fred, careful, careful, careful. Right, we want to be very careful now. The net. I want to get the head in. La tête, la tête. Oh, segurez le poisson. Oh, I got it. We got the fish. All we've got to worry about now is it biting its way out.
At last, I've got my Goliath Tigerfish.
Right now, just a moment. Is there anything in this or not? I put it in this morning, it was under my pillow. Like the fetisher said, it was under my pillow. Today, I took it with me fishing.
Now I want to do something that fishermen never do when they catch one of these monsters. Have a look at it, then release it alive, back into the river.
The mouth is going, the fish is breathing, that's good. And the gills are going, that's good. This water is nicely aerated, that's a good thing as well. Ah, those teeth! That will just take lumps out of other fish, it will take lumps out of crocodiles even, and there are stories well documented of that taking lumps out of people. Wow. There we go. Oof. What a freshwater monster this thing is. What I'm looking at here is the ultimate piranha. Those teeth, just like a piranha's, triangular, sharp blades down the side, and they interlock. They interlock almost like scissors. They will just cut a lump out. Two big differences though. One is piranhas hunt in packs. You know, this is a solitary hunter, and the other thing is the size. People who think that piranhas are scary, if they saw one of these things, I think their nightmares might be populated by a slightly different animal. One sort of diabolical anatomical detail on this fish is that it hasn't just got one hinge on its jaw, it's got a double hinge. It's got one hinge here, it's got another hinge there, which enables it to open that jaw much wider, so it can almost open like that and just come straight in and take a really huge bite out of its prey. It's just a murderous animal, this thing.
This fish may look inactive now, but once it's revived a bit, there's a danger it could slice me at any moment.
I actually don't want to let it go too soon, even though there's a risk to me if I stay in the water, you know, too long beside it. But what I don't want is for this fish to swim into the powerful water and then just not be able to hold itself upright. It will just roll belly up and probably get sort of battered on some of these rocks here. So I want it to be completely recovered before it goes. You know, I want it to be able to swim off, keeping itself vertical, unaided.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
No. Muito grande.
We're having a little bit of a discussion here because Fred thought that we were going to take it back to the village for everyone to eat. And I must admit that is quite a nice idea.
He tells me this fish has been given to us by God.
Mm-hmm. He said even for the fetisher who gave me the charm, who told me I'd have success in the fishing, send him a piece of the meat. It's not just our village; it's the people over the river who've been helping. It would make everybody happy. But it wouldn't, it wouldn't make me. Well, it would in one way, but it would make me more happy to put this back. It's going to upset him as well if he sees this swim away. I'm trying to explain the important thing for me is to see it and not to kill it. I think it's very, it's very important that animals that we find frightening in appearance, you know, that we try and understand them. We don't just hack them to pieces and kill them and then look at the dead body. I mean, I want to look at this thing alive and then see it swim off. If the fish dies because it has really, you know, exhausted itself fighting against me and in that very wild rocky water, if the fish dies, fine, we'll take it back for everyone to eat. If it doesn't, if it recovers, if it can support itself, I'm going to let it go. So we now just wait and see.
Looking now at some of the marks on its head, I think it must have bashed itself on the rocks while fighting with me.
It's possible that it might die, but all I want to do is give it the best chance possible.
To me, the mbenga ranks as one of the most difficult fish I have ever caught, but I don't think it deserves its reputation as an indiscriminate killer. Each attack involves splashes or bright shiny objects in the water, which to a Goliath tigerfish resembles its normal food, other fish, and it responds in the only way that it knows. After an hour, the decision is taken from me as I feel the life slipping away from this monster.
You know, it's not going to make it. So, I mean, the good thing is, although the fish has died, you know, it won't be going to waste.
To the people of the Congo, the mbenga is much more than just a fish. It is a spirit that pervades their folklore. Yet many people here, I now realise, have never seen this monster in the flesh. I begin to suspect that for Fred, returning this fish would have meant much more than just losing a meal. Bringing this fish out of the shadows into the light of day has been a monumental task. It's easy to tell myself now that my success was down to my persistence, but I still wonder how much was down to factors outside my control or understanding.
Non, les petits. Oh. Okay. Oh. Security. It's never good when a fish dies, but when it gets that kind of reaction, when you bring it in, that's a big meal for lots of people. That's about 200 and odd people in this village. I think they're all going to have a piece of that. A lot of these people